Hey there, fall is a beautiful time for photographs. If you'd like to get better at taking them, we have some apps that you might want to know about. Here to help us out, say hello to Valeriy Poltorak from Instagrammer Seattle. How are you?
Good, thank you, Margaret. Thank you.
So there are a million apps and it's hard to sort through. So help us out. There's one called Weather Underground. What does it offer?
So Weather Underground is one of my favorite apps to really help me just diagnose what the weather is going to be like today or even coming up like in the future. Just to know specifically what it's looking like, and I can get specific details when it comes to, you know, the temperature and the like air quality and whatnot. And so specifically, I really like Weather Underground because it has the ability to look at webcams. And so in the morning before I go out on an adventure, I'll open up a webcam in the area, and then I'll just take a look and see what it's looking like and what the weather's like. And if I like that area and the weather seems nice, then I'll head on over.
Then you'll go. And it's also good about hour by hour.
Yes.
So you can see, okay, it's going to clear up later, and you can take a look at the webcam.
traffic cams as well and see just kind of what it's looking like.
That's so smart. Okay, All Trails.
All Trails is a great app if your adventure is going to take you out to a destination that has trails and parks. All Trails is a great app. It gives a lot of great details as far as like the elevation of the trail, the length of it, as far as the miles go. It also has some great pictures to give you a good description of what it looks like, and other reviews from just people who've been on the trails and how they enjoyed it.
Which is really important because what somebody might think is moderate is not moderate to somebody else.
Exactly. So
it's fun to hear what real people say.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about Google Maps, because Google Maps can do everything.
Yes, it can. Yeah, Google Maps is probably my favorite adventure app, and specifically, I mean, for a lot of reasons, but I love the ability for me to specifically to target and star my favorite places, along with now it has the option to bookmark where you want to go. So when I look in an area and I pick a spot, I can not only get the directions to the location I want to go to, but I can see what's around and where I've started or where I want to go, and it's just the perfect place to remember those locations and get the directions to go there when I need to get there. I love just all the options it has. I recently took a trip out to Franklin Falls, and so it's just nice to know what's in the area and find the perfect
I think
spots.
That's sort of an underused thing. We use it just to go from point A to point B, but if you play with it, it's just got cool options.
You have so many options.
Spotify, which is my favorite app.
Yes, yeah. So what's a road trip or any kind of trip without Spotify or music to get you going? Spotify is my favorite, music app because it does have the ability to save your playlists and music offline. And I love that because a lot of the locations that I've chosen to go to on my trips are in remote locations.
So if you don't know, you just pay a monthly fee.
You pay a monthly fee,
You can listen to absolutely anything, and you can download onto your device the things that you want on there. So if you go on a plane ride or something, you can listen to it. And if you buy much music at all, this is a much better deal overall. I don't own Spotify or anything. I just really like it. Road Trippers.
So Road Trippers is a beautiful app in planning a trip specifically. I love the function of just allowing you to pick locations, and then it'll create like a map, a small map that diagnoses how long the trip is going to be, how much gas you'll potentially be using on that trip, and it's a great way to just plan that out. And it'll also give you nice little locations and kind of hints in the areas that you're driving and say, recommend places for you that might be of interest.
Yeah, that could be brand new, and you get a chance to do that and take some photos. Gas Buddy, tell me about Gas Buddy. I haven't heard of this one.
So Gas Buddy is a great app to give you a great description of gas nearby you and what's the cheap gas prices. We definitely want to save as much as we can while going on especially longer trips. So Gas Buddy, you can turn the location on, it'll start targeting different areas around you
of gas.
And it'll let you know what's the lowest reported price, and you can just head right over and
how do they do this? How do they do this? And then Instagram.
And Instagram. So Instagram, as many know, is a social media sharing app. I love the feature of the search option, and specifically searching locations that I plan to go to, mainly just to see what the area looks like. So Franklin Falls, I put that area in before I went out there, and
it pulls up other people's
recent photos.
Neat.
So you can get an idea if it's snowing. Maybe you don't want to go in the snow right now, and so you can search other areas. You can see if it's raining or if it's clear out, and it's just a perfect time to go. But it's a great way just to get an idea Plus also it has inspiration just to see how other people have taken their shots. And you can frame yours to be something similar or just kind of spark ideas for yourself.
And if it's a trek, you know what it looks like at the end. Is that really worth it?
Exactly.
Or is it not? Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
Those are great
Margaret.
suggestions. We'll be right back.
Perfect. Thank you.
It's fun.